Sales Summary Report. The Sales Summary Report provides a comprehensive overview by presenting multiple perspectives on your data. It includes 3 key graphs: sales by day of week, and sales by hour. These graphs specifically display net sales, defined here as the total amount owed for order items and service charges within the selected date range. In addition to these graphs, the Sales Summary Table offers a detailed breakdown of the data. We'll explore each of these views in detail shortly. At the top of the Sales Summary Report, you'll find the date range filters. This report uses the official order date, which corresponds to the first time an order item is sent or scheduled to be sent to the kitchen for preparation and delivery. We can open the date selector by clicking anywhere in the tile that contains the selected dates. Either or both dates can be adjusted by selecting the date and manually typing in the new date, or by using the date picker. The data displayed will not change until the Save button is clicked. Clicking Cancel will close the modal without making any changes. Start and end time filters are provided so customers can look at data in any desired time frame, a useful tool especially for viewing lunch and dinner business separately. An Open-Closed Order filter is provided to quickly see data pertaining to open orders. There are also filters for the origin of the ticket, either ordered online or through the POS, and the distribution method in-house, delivery or pickup. A filter is provided for the server on the order, which is the employee that was logged in when the order was created. Each of the views includes a label with an information icon. The row labels in the sales table also feature these icons. Clicking on these icons provides explanations of the view or value, with additional details for aspects that might not be immediately obvious. The values on the sales by day graph represent net sales, the actual amount owed for order items and service charges after any discounts or comps. Hovering over or clicking on a data point will produce tool text that includes the total net sales, the number of orders, and the average net sales per order. The second value associated with each business date corresponds to a date exactly 52 weeks previous to the date displayed. This allows comparison between values from the same day of the week during the same week of the year. Clicking on the legend below the graph will toggle the corresponding lines on and off. A CSV export of the data is available in the upper right of the graph. It will display data from the dates selected, but not from the previous year. The values on the average sales by day of week graph represent net sales, the actual amount owed for order items and service charges after any discounts or comps. These values show the average net sales for the selected day of the week within the specified date range. Hovering over or clicking on a data point will display tool text that includes the average net sales and the average number of orders for that particular day of the week. A CSV export of the data is available in the upper right corner of the graph. The values on the average sales by hour graph represent net sales, the actual amount owed for order items and service charges after any discounts or comps. These values show the average net sales for each hour of the day within the selected date range. Hovering over or clicking on a data point will display tool text that includes the average net sales, average tips, and the average number of orders for that specific hour. A CSV export of the data is available in the upper right corner of the graph. The Sales Summary Table view is split into 3 sections: sales, payments, and fee offset. The sales section covers all the financial components that contribute to the total amount transferred from guests to the business. Charges are categorized into 2 main types. First, there are order-level charges, which include gross sales, discounts and comps, taxes and gift card sales. These charges comprise the bill amount. Payments go toward the bill amount, not any individual aspect of the bill amount, such as tax. Second, there are payment level values, such as tips and cash discount fees, which are added to the bill amount depending on the form of payment. Gross sales are the total menu price of all items and service charges before any discounts or comps. The items line represents the total of all items sold at menu price at the time of sale, before any discounts or comps. Service charges are the total of all service charges that may be applied to orders, e.g., delivery charge. Discounts and comps are the total of all discounts or comps applied to orders. This does not include voids, as voided items were never made or delivered. Net sales are gross sales less any discounts or comps. Taxes are order-level charges added to the bill amount applied based on net sales. Tips are payment-level amounts added by the guest. Gift card sales are untaxed sales that represent a liability to the business. They are not revenue and are not part of gross or net sales. Cash discount fees are fees added to a credit payment, if the restaurant chooses to do so, to offset a portion of the table needs application fee. This amount appears on the receipt and is paid by the guest. The fee is calculated before the tip amount is known. The final table needs application fee, displayed as fees in the payment section, is based on the total amount of the charge transaction after the tip amount and the cash discount fee have been added. As a result, it is typically slightly higher than the cash discount fee. Total sales represents the total amount of money owed by guests for both order level and payment level charges, plus tips left for all transactions over the given time period. If there are unpaid orders, whether full or partial, any tips or payment level charges associated with future payments will increase this amount. When there are orders that are not fully paid, this amount will not match the total collected in the payment section. Order count is the total number of orders in the given date range. The payment section is a breakdown of total amount received in payments toward all order level and payment level charges and tips, with a breakdown by tender type. Total collected is the total amount of money collected from guests across all tender types toward total sales. If all orders within the selected date range are fully paid, this amount will equal the total sales. Total collected is broken down by tender type below. The other tender type is used for businesses that have custom tender types. For each custom tender type, a further breakdown is provided, grouped by the name of the custom tender type. Fees in the payments section represent the amount of money withheld from the customer's bank deposits from credit transactions. This is the table needs application fee for credit transactions. For customers utilizing the cash discount fee, guests pay the cash discount fee from the sales section, which significantly reduces the effective fee paid. A full breakdown of fees and the cash discount fee offset is provided below. The fees total listed here is calculated based on the total transaction amount of all credit charges, including any tips and the cash discount fee. The net total is the total collected less fees. It is not the deposit amount from credit transactions because it includes all tender types. The deposits report and its partner, the reconciliation report, are the appropriate places to view payments associated with deposits. When all the orders in the selected date range are not fully paid, the outstanding balance on those orders is the open order total. Fees are the total amount of money withheld from the business's bank deposits as the table needs application fee for credit transactions. This fee is based on the total transaction amount of all credit charges, including any tips and the cash discount fee. When a business uses a cash discount, guests who pay with credit are charged an additional fee, the cash discount fee, to offset some of the table needs application fee. This value represents the total amount of cash discount fees that have been collected from guests. The difference is the remaining amount of fees that the business is responsible for after applying the cash discounts collected from guests. The effective processing rate is a percentage that represents the effective rate the business is paying in fees after the cash discount has been applied. It's calculated by taking the remaining fees, the difference, as a percentage of the total credit transaction amount.